Meryl Streep became an actor because others noticed her talent, and she turned that gift into one of the most celebrated careers in Hollywood. Known for her precision, research, and total commitment, Streep redefined transformative acting over 5 decades. Yet, her uncompromising standards sometimes led to clashes with co-stars whose approaches differed. These weren't public feuds, but creative tensions, highlighting how even the greatest actors face challenges when philosophies of performance collide. Dustin Hoffman, tension in Kramer versus Kramer. One of the most discussed creative clashes came during Kramer versus Kramer, 1979, the film that earned Streep her first Academy Award. Working opposite Dustin Hoffman, she encountered a collaborator whose method acting spontaneity often jarred with her meticulous preparation. Hoffman, known for improvisation and emotional rawness, would occasionally surprise Streep with unplanned gestures or altered lines. For her, this disrupted the emotional roadmap she had carefully built. Crew members later described director Robert Benton as a mediator, balancing two very different approaches. Ironically, the friction translated into powerful on-screen tension, making their performances unforgettable. Streep has acknowledged the film's importance to her career, but she also admitted the collaboration was professionally productive but personally difficult, explaining why she never worked with Hoffman again. Kevin Kline, craft versus instinct. Streep's celebrated performance in Sophie's Choice, 1982, showcased her extraordinary dedication. Months of studying Polish language patterns, researching survivor psychology, and fine-tuning every gesture. Her co-star, Kevin Kline, making his film debut, approached his role with instinct and spontaneity rather than exhaustive preparation. Their methods clashed during rehearsals, where Streep's deep-rooted precision met Kline's looser, exploratory style. At times, he questioned whether her detailed accent work might overshadow emotional truth. Streep, however, saw authenticity in detail, believing preparation freed her to fully inhabit Sophie. Although both delivered acclaimed performances, the philosophical divide created a lasting distance between them. Jack Nicholson. Two different philosophies. While Streep and Jack Nicholson never shared a full-length dramatic project, their paths crossed frequently in Hollywood discussions. Casting directors often imagined pairing the two, but Streep reportedly expressed reservations about Nicholson's approach. Where she believed in disappearing into a role through research and transformation, Nicholson's power stemmed from his magnetic screen persona. Audiences expected him to be Jack. For Streep, this represented a philosophy she resisted, acting as stardom rather than character immersion. Nicholson himself downplayed elaborate preparation in interviews, once dismissing it as unnecessary intellectualism. To Streep, such remarks reinforced their incompatibility, and as a result, collaborations never materialized. Alec Baldwin, comedy and control. In Nancy Meyers' romantic comedy, It's Complicated, 2009, Streep played opposite Alec Baldwin. Their chemistry on screen worked for audiences, but behind the scenes, their styles clashed. Streep viewed comedy as serious business, rooted in character truth and carefully shaped timing. Baldwin leaned into improvisation, often altering lines mid-take to chase laughs. For Streep, such spontaneity disrupted her carefully prepared beats. Crew members observed her requesting additional rehearsals to regain balance, while Baldwin thrived on unpredictability. Both performances were strong, but the process revealed how two actors, equally talented, can struggle when their approaches pull in different directions. Jeremy Irons, precision versus elegance. Jeremy Irons and Meryl Streep share classical training, yet their interpretations of craft diverge significantly. Irons emphasized vocal control and physical elegance, treating roles as polished creations. Streep, conversely, approached characters like archaeological digs, unearthing emotional layers through research. This difference became apparent in collaborations and workshops, where Irons once suggested her accent work risked showcasing skill more than serving story. Streep disagreed, believing that technical authenticity deepens emotional truth. Their mutual respect as actors remained, but philosophically they stood apart, highlighting how even shared training can lead to different artistic roads. Gwyneth Paltrow. Generational divide. Perhaps the most symbolic difference Streep faced was not with a contemporary, but with a younger star, Gwyneth Paltrow. Emerging in the 1990s, Paltrow represented a new Hollywood, one where celebrity culture often overshadowed craft. While polite in public, Streep reportedly questioned whether younger actors relied too heavily on natural charm and connections, rather than preparation and discipline. The contrast became especially visible when Paltrow's Shakespeare in Love performance won her an Oscar. The same year, Streep delivered one of her most admired turns. For observers, the moment reflected not personal animosity, but a broader generational tension. Traditional craft versus the new culture of stardom